Gaming is becoming a popular thing to many youngsters. To some who are addicted to it, gaming is part of their life. They can't live without it. Sometimes they play more than 24 hours non-stopping. It is actually not hard to get rid of game addiction. People just have to find a way. An addict from a video game addiction interview states, there is quite a lot of people choose to play games because their friends are playing it. They want to get involved, they don't want to feel left out. It's not a bad thing to play a game, not at all. It helps you relax a little bit. As long as people can control themselves from not overplaying it won't do too much harm to people. It is very easy to tell if someone is addicted by seeing if someone changed the way of living their life. For example, waking up in the morning and fiercely feel like to open their phone and update their status. According to a scientist, he had found out game addiction leads people to depression. Addicts lock themselves in their room and play games for hours and hours, resulting in lack of communication with other people, destroying stuff in their room, etc. These are all reactions of addictive people if they are not allowed to play games. Scientific research on video game use among youth aged 8 to 18. Scientists say boys are more addictive than girls to gaming. According to the graph Pathological Video Game Use Among Youth aged 8 to 18, figure 1.1 they made, there are 20% more boys than girls play video game more than once a day. And there are 9% more girls than boys play video game less than once a month. Which means boys spend more time than girls on gaming, connotes that they are more addictive than girls. Furthermore, only 3% of boys don't play video games at all, and there is 0% of girls who don't play video games, which means there are many girls play video games, but not as often as boys. There are many solutions to it, both negative and positively. In 2016, there were a lot of articles about a rehabilitation center run by a doctor called Yongxin Yang. Parents send their kid to the center, see if he can help their kid to get rid of game addictions. The doctor threatened those people using a very violent way. He put a very strong electric shock at their temple without any protections. Before he does that, he'll always ask something like, "Do you know why you're here?" or "Are you addicted to games?" If they don't give him the answer he wants, the doctor will put an electric shock to it. Yongxin Yang told his patients that only people who are addicted to games will feel the pain in their head. Eventually, many of them got rid of game addiction and not dare to touch it anymore. But most of them, they went insane. For example, doing stuff illegal, killing their parents, and committed suicide. It is better to not depend on those violent ways. You might not get the result you want, so parents should use more constructive solution. An article written by a psychological counseling center believes that some youngsters start playing games because their parents are too busy to spend time and play with their kids. However, parents should spend more time with their kids. They could help their kid to find a sport that they are interested in, so they won't get distracted by video games easily. When they are learning a new sport, it is better to let the kid to get their friend involved, because many youngsters would like to do the same thing as their friends. Lastly, parents have absolutely the right to set a time limit for their children on how much time they can spend on the internet. The maximum shouldn't be longer than 1.5 hours. Since children have lack of self-control on themselves, this prevents them from not overplaying it. For people around age of 16 or 17, they shouldn't overplay it. They should focus more on their academic. Even if they do, and they're addicted to it, they should find a positive way of getting rid of it. But if their self-control is strong enough, parents don't need to worry about it too much. For kids that are around the age of 10 or 13, parents should take more care to their children, so they won't feel any loneliness to start playing video games. Once people are addicted, the quality of their life is affected, and they are going to miss so many happiness in their life.